Have you ever felt like life is happening all around you, but you're barely touching its depths? Like you're moving fast, constantly busy, yet somehow missing out on the experiences that truly matter? Every day, you're checking off tasks and meeting responsibilities, yet when you finally pause, you feel disconnected. It's as if you're watching life from a distance, never truly in it. Now let me ask you this. What if the answer to a more meaningful life isn't about cramming in more tasks or achieving more goals? What if the path to fulfillment lies in focusing deeply on what truly matters to you? This isn't about ignoring your obligations or responsibilities. Instead, it's about learning how to shape your thoughts, emotions, and actions with purpose and clarity. It's about using focus as a tool to not only boost productivity, but to elevate the entire experience of living. In today's journey, we're exploring focus as a superpower that has the potential to transform every area of your life. We'll dig into the science of focus, explore the psychology behind distraction, and reveal practical techniques to cultivate focus in your everyday life. By the end, you'll have a toolkit for channeling your attention toward what truly brings you joy, purpose, and inner peace. Stay with me. Let's start this journey together, one that could profoundly change how you experience every day. The science of focus. Focus is far more than just concentration. At its core, focus is a mental skill that allows you to filter out distractions, sharpen your mind's lens, and engage with life's moments in a meaningful way. This means that focus isn't only a tool for productivity. It's a gateway to a life of greater presence, deeper connections, and lasting fulfillment. Brain's reward system is deeply involved in the experience of focus. When we engage deeply with a task, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that boosts feelings of pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. In moments of intense focus, we experience what's known as a flow state, a state of complete absorption where time fades away, and we become fully immersed in the present. Example: imagine working on a project or hobby that you love. Hours pass, yet it feels like minutes. You're completely in tune with what you're doing, and when you finally finish, there's a profound sense of satisfaction. This experience is an example of the power of focus in creating fulfillment. Take a moment to think about activities that naturally draw your focus and bring you joy. Maybe it's writing, painting, problem solving, or spending time with loved ones. Write these down and commit to making space for these activities regularly. By prioritizing what brings you into flow, you're cultivating experiences that foster fulfillment. The impact of distractions on the mind. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Every notification, email, and pop-up is designed to capture your attention, splitting your focus into countless fragments throughout the day. Studies show that the average person checks their phone over 85 times a day. Imagine the mental toll of switching between so many different points of focus. This fragmented attention not only affects our productivity, but also erodes our ability to experience deep satisfaction. When we constantly switch our focus, we're training our brains to operate in a state of reactivity. We become mentally and emotionally scattered, moving from one external stimulus to the next without truly absorbing or processing our experiences. Over time, this reactivity becomes a habit that prevents us from engaging with life on a meaningful level. But here's the good news. By building intentional focus, you can reverse this trend. You have the power to choose what deserves your attention and to cultivate a mindset of presence and clarity. Strategy 1. Time blocking for deep work. Time blocking is one of the most effective ways to combat distractions. This technique involves dedicating specific blocks of time to focused, uninterrupted work on one task. The goal is to immerse yourself fully in the task without checking your phone, email, or any other potential distraction. Example: if you're working on a creative project, you might set a 90-minute block for deep work. During this time, eliminate all potential distractions. Silence notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and let those around you know you're unavailable. This creates a focus zone where you can engage deeply and work more efficiently. Exercise. The Daily Focus Planner. Each morning, write down 3 tasks you want to focus on for the day. Use time blocking to schedule dedicated periods for each task, and commit to protecting these blocks from distractions. At the end of the day, reflect on how much more fulfilled and accomplished you feel by sticking to this plan. Strategy 2. Practicing mindfulness to cultivate presence. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you're training your mind to notice distractions without getting caught up in them. This strengthens your ability to focus intentionally on one thing at a time. One effective mindfulness practice is mindful breathing. Take 5 minutes each day to focus on your breath. Notice each inhale and exhale, allowing your mind to quiet and center itself. With time, this simple practice will improve your ability to focus, helping you stay grounded and present in each moment. Turning focus into a daily habit. Focus isn't something we achieve once. It's a practice we build over time. To make focus a lifelong habit, we need daily rituals that encourage presence, clarity, and intentionality. Here are some practices that can help anchor focus into your everyday life. Morning intention setting. Start each day with a moment of intention. Take 5 minutes to visualize your day and identify your top priorities. This mental rehearsal helps prime your mind for focus, setting a clear direction for the day. Journaling for clarity. Journaling is a powerful way to process your thoughts, emotions, and goals. By taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what matters to you, you're reinforcing a mindset of intentional focus. The power of pausing. Throughout the day, pause for a moment of reflection. Ask yourself, is what I'm focusing on right now aligned with my priorities? If the answer is no, gently guide your attention back to what truly matters. Embracing imperfection. Focus is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when distractions win and your focus falters, and that's okay. The key is to approach each day as a new opportunity to practice. Embrace the imperfections along the way and remember that progress is more important than perfection. Example. Imagine that you've set an intention to avoid social media during work hours, but you find yourself mindlessly scrolling. Instead of feeling discouraged, simply notice the behavior, pause, and return to your original intention. This process of noticing and returning is the essence of focus. Exercise, weekly reflection, and goal setting. At the end of each week, take time to reflect on your focus journey. Celebrate the moments when you stayed present, and consider how you might improve in the week ahead. By regularly reflecting and setting new intentions, you're reinforcing the habit of focus and cultivating a mindset of growth and resilience. As we wrap up, let's revisit the power of focus and its profound impact on life. In a world full of distractions, reclaiming focus is one of the most empowering choices you can make. Focus allows you to take control of your thoughts, emotions, and actions, transforming how you experience each day. When you master focus, you're no longer at the mercy of life's chaos. You're creating a life of meaning and intention, where every moment holds the potential for joy, clarity, and fulfillment. And over time, these focused moments add up, shaping a life that resonates with your truest values and desires. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to choose focus. Embrace this power, practice it daily, and watch as your life transforms, blossoming into a journey filled with purpose, peace, and profound satisfaction. Final thought. If you're ready to make focus a daily practice and live with intention, join us on this journey. Embrace the power of focus and step into a life that's not just lived, but truly experienced. Because the greatest changes in life begin with a single intentional thought, discovering the power of focus. In today's fast-paced world, it often feels like stress has become the universal language. So many of us are living in survival mode, constantly juggling responsibilities and yet wondering why we feel unfulfilled. There's a sense of running in circles, checking tasks off a never-ending list, but rarely feeling a sense of genuine accomplishment or purpose. You may wonder, how do I break free from this cycle of stress and dissatisfaction? It all begins with one simple truth. What you focus on expands. Imagine for a moment that your mind is like a camera lens. When you zoom in, what's in the frame becomes crystal clear. Everything outside that frame fades into the background, losing its sharpness, its color, even its meaning. Your attention works the same way. When you intentionally focus on something, whether it's a task, a person, or a dream, that focus sharpens, magnifying it in your mind. This means that the things you choose to focus on can grow and shape your reality. But let's face it, focusing on the right things in our modern world isn't easy. We live in a time where distractions are constant. Every notification, email, or message is a call for our attention, an invitation to step out of the present moment. It's easy to fall into habits of reactivity, reacting to demands, fears, or external pressures, rather than proactively deciding what deserves our focus. This is where the power of focus becomes transformative. Focus isn't about trying harder. It's about choosing with intention. It's about creating mental clarity, tuning into your values, and learning to direct your attention toward what truly matters. Let's take a deeper look into how this choice of focus has changed lives and shaped the course of history. Throughout history, countless figures have understood that focus is not just a tool for productivity. It's a gateway to purpose, creation, and transformation. Focus, when cultivated as a discipline, has empowered visionaries, creators, and pioneers to shape the world around them, turning ideas into reality. Consider the story of Leonardo da Vinci. Known for his incredible artistic talent and curiosity, Leonardo wasn't just a painter. He was an inventor, a scientist, a writer, a true Renaissance man. But what made him so extraordinary wasn't simply his intelligence. It was his ability to focus intensely on what captivated his curiosity. Leonardo would study the flow of water for hours, observing the tiniest ripples and eddies. He would dissect cadavers to understand the intricacies of human anatomy, translating his understanding into sketches that still marvel us today. Leonardo's focus allowed him to see the world through a lens of curiosity and wonder, transforming his observations into masterpieces. Another example is Mahatma Gandhi, a man who led an entire nation to freedom through the power of nonviolent resistance. Gandhi's focus wasn't just about political strategy, it was about inner discipline. He understood that if he could focus on his values, truth, peace, and justice, he could inspire an entire generation to do the same. Gandhi's unwavering focus on his mission allowed him to endure hardship, criticism, and even imprisonment. He demonstrated that when focus aligns with purpose, it has the power to unite, uplift, and transform. Or think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Edison's focus was a mix of resilience and tenacity. He failed hundreds of times before inventing the light bulb, but his mind stayed focused on the end goal, never wavering in his pursuit. Edison understood that focus wasn't just about success. It was about learning, experimenting, and persisting. These stories teach us a valuable lesson. Focus is not about perfection or instant results. It's about commitment, resilience, and the courage to keep going, even when the path is unclear. Recognizing your moments of flow. Now, let's bring this idea closer to home. Think of moments in your life when you were so deeply absorbed in an activity that time seemed to disappear. Maybe you were creating art, working on a challenging project, or engaging in a hobby you love. These are moments when you experienced flow. Flow is a state where your mind is fully engaged and everything else fades away. It's in these moments that we often feel the most fulfilled, connected, and alive. Psychologists describe flow as a peak experience, where the task is challenging enough to keep you engaged, but not so difficult that it overwhelms you. This balance is key to experiencing joy and satisfaction. Take a moment now to remember a time you were in flow. What were you doing? How did it feel? This is the magic of focus in action. When you tap into this state, you're not only more productive but also more connected to your own sense of purpose and joy. Challenge: a world of distractions and reactive mindsets. But here's the challenge. In today's world, our attention is constantly under attack. Each notification, email, and news alert pulls us away from the present moment. This creates a fragmented mind, one that is continuously switching from one point of focus to another without fully engaging in any. Most of us unknowingly fall into a reactive mindset. We react to fear, whether it's the fear of failure, the pressure of deadlines, or the anxiety of making mistakes. We react to the pursuit of pleasure, seeking quick fixes and instant gratification through distractions. And we react to the expectations of others, allowing their priorities to override our own goals. Here's an exercise. Reflect on the past week. How much of your time was spent reacting to other people's requests or distractions rather than focusing on what matters to you? This pattern of reactivity is what prevents many of us from living fully. When we're constantly reacting, we're not creating. We're simply going through the motions, allowing life to pull us in every direction. The solution: reclaiming your focus. Solution to this reactive mindset is to reclaim your focus. This isn't about cutting out distractions completely. That's impossible in the modern world. It's about learning how to manage your attention, redirect your energy, and cultivate a mindset of presence. It's about making conscious choices about where you direct your focus and why. To begin reclaiming your focus, let's walk through a few key strategies. Practical steps. Building a foundation for focus. Step 1. Clarifying your priorities. First step to reclaiming focus is to understand what truly matters to you. If you don't know what you want to focus on, it's easy to get pulled in every direction. Take a notebook or journal and spend some time writing down your top values and goals. What are the areas in your life that bring you the most joy, purpose, and fulfillment? Maybe it's building a career you're passionate about, spending quality time with family, or creating art. By clarifying your values and priorities, you're setting a strong foundation for focus. This clarity acts as a compass, guiding your attention back to what matters, even when distractions arise. What do I want to expand in my life? By answering this question, you begin to create a clear vision of where your focus should be directed. Step 2. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of bringing your attention to the present moment, allowing you to experience life more fully and deeply. When we practice mindfulness, we train ourselves to notice distractions without being swept away by them. This skill strengthens our ability to focus intentionally. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. Here's a simple exercise. Every morning, take 5 minutes to focus on your breath. As you inhale, feel the air entering your lungs. As you exhale, let go of any tension in your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your breath. This practice centers your mind, helping you start your day with a calm, focused mindset. Over time, mindfulness trains you to become more aware of distractions, allowing you to choose what deserves your attention instead of reacting to every stimulus. Question for reflection. How can I bring more moments of mindfulness into my daily routine? Step 3. Creating a distraction-free zone. Our environment plays a huge role in our ability to focus. If your surroundings are filled with potential distractions, it's much harder to stay engaged in your work or activities. Take a proactive approach to reduce distractions in your environment. This might mean turning off phone notifications, creating a dedicated workspace, or setting specific focus times throughout the day when you're unreachable. Consider this. What if you could give yourself just 1 hour of undistracted focus each day? Imagine how much more you could accomplish, how much more fulfilled you would feel. Creating a distraction-free zone isn't about isolating yourself. It's about giving yourself the gift of uninterrupted focus. Step 4. Setting clear intentions for each day. Starting each day with intention can dramatically improve your focus and productivity. An intention acts as a mental anchor, giving your mind a point of reference throughout the day. This isn't just about setting goals. It's about defining the kind of day you want to experience and the mindset you want to bring to each moment. A powerful technique to try is morning journaling, where you spend just a few minutes setting your intentions. Write down a few key things you want to focus on, but also think about why they matter. For example, if one of your priorities is to be more present with your family, remind yourself of how fulfilling and grounding that time is for you. Here's a practical exercise. Start your day by asking yourself these 3 questions. 1. What is my most important priority today? 2. What distractions do I need to be mindful of? 3. How do I want to feel at the end of the day? By answering these questions, you set a clear path for your mind, helping to reduce the likelihood of getting lost in less meaningful tasks. What intention can I set today that will help me align with my values and goals? Step 5. Practicing the power of single tasking. In a world that glorifies multitasking, embracing single tasking can feel like a revolutionary act. Truth is, our brains are wired to focus on one thing at a time. When we attempt to juggle multiple tasks, we dilute our focus, resulting in less efficiency and more stress. Single tasking allows you to give each activity your full attention, which not only increases productivity, but also deepens your engagement and satisfaction. Here's a practical way to implement this. Create blocks of time throughout your day where you focus solely on one task without interruption. Use a timer if necessary. Dedicate 20 or 30 minutes to a single task, then take a short break before moving to the next. This method, often called the Pomodoro technique, encourages intense focus while preventing burnout. Imagine how much more fulfilling it would be if, instead of juggling multiple things, you poured all your energy into one meaningful activity. It's a small shift, but it has the potential to transform how you experience your work and daily life. How can I start incorporating single tasking into my routine? Step 6. Aligning your focus with your purpose. When your focus aligns with your purpose, motivation comes naturally. Purpose-driven focus acts like a powerful magnet, pulling you toward the things that matter most to you. To align your focus with your purpose, it's essential to first clarify what that purpose is. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just needs to be authentic to you. To begin this alignment, take some time to reflect on the activities and causes that bring you joy and fulfillment. Ask yourself, what am I passionate about? What do I find meaningful? By identifying these areas, you can start to allocate your attention and energy toward tasks that resonate with your values. Here's a practical tip. Create a vision board or a list of goals that represent your purpose and values. Place it somewhere visible, so it serves as a daily reminder of what you're working toward. This simple reminder helps to keep your focus steady, especially during times of distraction or doubt. How can I bring more purpose-driven focus into my daily life? Step 7. Building resilience through mindful breaks. Focusing for extended periods without breaks is a recipe for burnout. Just as a camera needs moments to readjust and refocus, so does your mind. Regular breaks give your brain the chance to recharge, enhancing your ability to maintain focus over the long term. Try scheduling mindful breaks. Throughout your day, moments where you intentionally step away from work and engage in a brief restorative activity. This could be taking a walk, practicing a few minutes of deep breathing, stretching, or simply enjoying a few minutes of silence. These mindful breaks are like hitting a mental reset button, clearing away mental clutter and preparing you to return to your work with renewed focus. Pro tip: during your break, resist the urge to check your phone or scroll through social media. Instead, engage in something that relaxes and recharges you. Even 5 minutes of mindful breathing can help you return to your tasks with increased clarity and focus. What mindful breaks can I integrate into my day to improve my focus and resilience? Step 8. Practicing gratitude to ground your mind. Believe it or not, gratitude can be a powerful tool for focus. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we shift our attention from what's lacking to what's abundant. This shift helps ground our minds, making it easier to focus on what's truly important. Gratitude is like a mental anchor, keeping you steady amid the distractions and demands of life. Try incorporating a daily gratitude practice. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be major achievements. Small joys, like a good cup of coffee or a kind word from a friend, are just as meaningful. Over time, this practice trains your mind to focus on positivity, which naturally reduces stress and cultivates a sense of contentment. How can I make gratitude a daily habit to enhance my focus and well-being? The importance of progress over perfection. As we dive deeper into reclaiming focus, it's essential to remember that focus is a skill developed over time. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Every small step you take to cultivate focus brings you closer to a life of greater clarity, purpose, and fulfillment. It's easy to become discouraged when distractions arise or when you don't meet your expectations. But each day offers a new opportunity to practice, to realign, and to recommit to the journey of intentional focus. Think of it as a muscle that strengthens with each use. Remember, even the most focused individuals face distractions and setbacks. What sets them apart is their ability to return to their focus, time, and again. This is a journey, not a destination. Visualization exercise, seeing your future with focus. To close Act 1, let's try a powerful visualization exercise. Visualization is a technique that uses the mind's natural ability to create mental images, allowing you to picture your goals and dreams with clarity. Studies have shown that visualization can significantly enhance motivation and focus, helping people stay aligned with their goals. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your mind to relax. Now imagine yourself 1 year from now, living a life where your focus is fully aligned with your goals and values. What does that life look like? Picture yourself going through a typical day. Notice the sense of peace and purpose you feel as you move through each task with intention. Imagine the satisfaction you feel as you make progress toward meaningful goals, the joy of being present in your relationships, and the pride of knowing you're living a life true to your values. Allow yourself to feel these emotions as vividly as possible. Let this vision serve as your guiding star, a reminder of what's possible when you reclaim your focus. Hold on to this feeling and remind yourself of it whenever you feel distracted or discouraged. Final thought: the first step on a transformative journey. Reclaiming your focus is the first step in a journey of transformation. It's about choosing to live with intention, to prioritize what truly matters, and to create a life that reflects your deepest values. Focus is not just a tool for productivity, it's a path to a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. As we move into the next act, we'll explore how to deepen this focus and use it to shape a life that is not only productive, but also profoundly satisfying. This journey isn't easy, but it's one of the most rewarding paths you can take. Are you ready to take the next step? Stick around, because this journey is just beginning. Building your life management system. We've arrived at a turning point in this journey. It's one thing to understand what matters to you, but the real question is, how do you take that knowledge and use it to transform your life? How do you take your insights and channel them into lasting change? Let's introduce a structured approach that can guide you through this process. The OPA system. OPA stands for Outcome, Purpose, Action. A 3-step framework designed to help you clarify your goals, connect deeply with your motivations, and act with precision and focus. This system is deceptively simple, yet transformative. When applied consistently, it can become the cornerstone of how you manage your life and grow closer to the vision you hold for yourself. Let's dive into how it works. 1. Outcome. Begin by defining what you want to achieve. Outcomes are the results you desire across various areas of your life. Think of each outcome as a clear destination, a fixed point on your map, something that provides a sense of direction. But don't limit yourself to vague goals like success or happiness. Instead, create specific, tangible outcomes. If you're focused on personal growth, what would that look like? Perhaps it's cultivating resilience, learning new skills, or deepening self-awareness. For relationships, maybe it's building stronger connections or being a better communicator. Let each outcome be concrete and deeply meaningful. 2. Purpose. Now, examine why each outcome matters to you. This step is about creating an emotional connection to your goals, infusing them with a sense of purpose. Purpose is the why that gives each goal depth and meaning. It's the foundation that sustains you, even when challenges arise. The OPA system is not just a tool, it's a way of thinking about life. A reminder to live with intention, clarity, and focus. By staying connected to your outcomes, embracing your purpose, and acting with intention, you're not just pursuing goals, you're shaping a life that resonates with meaning and fulfillment. Take a moment now to reflect on the road ahead. What are the outcomes that matter most to you? What purposes drive you? And what actions can you take, starting today, to move closer to the life you envision? As you continue on this path, let each day be an opportunity to put one more piece in place, to add one more brushstroke to the canvas of your life. Embrace this journey of self-discovery and growth. Cherish the moments of clarity, the small wins, and even the challenges that shape you. For at the end of the day, life isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about the path you carve, the experiences you embrace, and the person you become along the way. Live with intention, pursue what resonates deeply, and create a life that, in every sense, feels truly yours. Embracing the process. Resilience, mindfulness, and joy. As you move forward with the OPA system, consider that true fulfillment comes not only from reaching your goals, but from the mindset you cultivate along the way. The journey of life management is as much about building inner resilience, practicing mindfulness, and finding joy in simple moments as it is about achieving outcomes. Each day offers a new opportunity to deepen these qualities, adding a richness to life that goes beyond tangible successes. 1. Building resilience through the OPA system. Resilience is the ability to adapt and grow through adversity, turning challenges into learning experiences. The OPA system isn't just a framework for achieving goals, it's a way to strengthen your inner resilience. When you're clear on your outcomes and anchored by purpose, setbacks and challenges become more manageable, because you know that each obstacle is just one part of a bigger picture. Begin by viewing each challenge as a chance to reaffirm your commitment to your outcomes. For example, if a career setback occurs, take a moment to revisit the purpose behind your goals. Ask yourself, how can I use this experience to grow? By focusing on the lessons embedded within each experience, you cultivate resilience, seeing each setback as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. 2. Practicing mindfulness in daily actions. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present, of paying attention to your actions, emotions, and experiences without judgment. When applied to the OPA system, mindfulness helps you stay connected to your intentions, making each step purposeful rather than routine. Each action becomes an opportunity to engage deeply with your life, grounding you in the present moment. To cultivate mindfulness, approach each action with awareness. If you're taking a small step toward a health goal, like preparing a nutritious meal, be present. Notice the colors, the textures, the smells, and the act of nourishing yourself. If one of your outcomes is to deepen your relationships, practice mindfulness in your conversations, listening attentively and engaging fully. This presence of mind can transform even the simplest actions into meaningful experiences, enriching your journey with a sense of awareness and appreciation. 3. Finding joy in small victories. Often, we wait for grand achievements to celebrate, overlooking the small victories that make up the journey. But life isn't made up solely of big wins. It's the accumulation of everyday moments that shapes our experience. By celebrating small victories, you create positive momentum, building a sense of joy and accomplishment that propels you forward. Each time you complete an action aligned with your outcomes, take a moment to recognize it. This could be as simple as pausing to appreciate a productive morning or savoring a meaningful conversation. These small acknowledgments build a habit of gratitude, helping you see the progress in each step, no matter how modesty. Reflection and realignment. Adjusting as you grow. As you continue on this journey, remember that growth is not a straight line. It's a winding path with unexpected turns and changes. Your goals may evolve as you gain new experiences and perspectives. The OPA system is designed to be flexible, allowing you to adapt and realign as you grow. Quarterly self-check. Every few months, set aside time to revisit your outcomes, purposes, and actions. Reflect on what you've accomplished and assess whether your goals still align with your values and aspirations. Are there new insights that have shifted your perspective? Do certain goals feel less relevant, while others have grown more important? Use these self-checks to refine your system, making adjustments that reflect your current reality. This practice keeps your journey dynamic and aligned with who you are becoming, rather than who you were when you initially set the goals. 2. Embracing change with openness. Change is inevitable, and learning to embrace it with openness allows you to move through life with greater ease. Sometimes unexpected opportunities arise that reshape your direction. Other times, challenges force you to reconsider your path. By staying adaptable, you create room for growth, allowing life to flow naturally rather than resisting change. When change occurs, revisit the OPA system with a fresh perspective. Adjust your outcomes to reflect new aspirations, redefine your purposes to resonate with your current values, and outline new actions that support your evolving goals. This willingness to adapt doesn't mean losing sight of your goals. It means remaining receptive to new possibilities. 3. Viewing life as a journey of discovery. Ultimately, the OPA system is about living with purpose, but it's also about embracing life as a journey of self-discovery. With each goal you pursue and each action you take, you learn more about yourself, your strengths, your passions, your values. This awareness allows you to lead a life that feels deeply authentic, aligned with who you truly are. Instead of focusing solely on outcomes, take time to enjoy the journey itself. Notice how your mindset, resilience, and self-awareness evolve with each step. Recognize that every experience, whether success or setback, contributes to the larger tapestry of your life. Embracing this journey with curiosity and openness allows you to live each day with intention and purpose, a journey of fulfillment beyond achievement. Where does this path lead? While outcomes are important, they are just one part of a fulfilling life. True fulfillment arises not only from what you achieve, but from how you engage with life itself. It's about waking up each day with a sense of purpose, finding meaning in your actions, and experiencing joy in the ordinary moments. Fulfillment is not a destination. It's a state of being that grows within you as you live in alignment with your values and aspirations. It's the sense of peace that comes from knowing you are living a life that reflects who you truly are, a life that feels whole and meaningful. Imagine a life where each day feels purposeful, where you are deeply connected to your goals and grounded in your values. Imagine feeling fulfilled not just by what you accomplish, but by the way you engage with life, by the relationships you nurture, and by the growth you experience along the way. This is the promise of the OPA system, not just to help you achieve your goals, but to guide you toward a life of intentionality, resilience, and joy. It's about embracing life fully, in all its complexity and beauty, and knowing that each moment, each decision, is part of a journey that is uniquely yours. Final reflections. As you move forward, keep the following principles close to heart. Clarity is your compass. Keep revisiting your outcomes to stay aligned with your vision. Purpose is your fuel. Let it remind you of why you started, especially on difficult days. Action is your path. Take each step with mindfulness and gratitude, knowing that each one brings you closer to a life of fulfillment. Remember, the journey itself is as important as any goal. Each moment, each action, contributes to the life you're building. This process, this commitment to growth and alignment, is the foundation of a fulfilling and purposeful life. Thank you for exploring this journey of self-discovery. Let this be the beginning of a life lived with purpose, curiosity, and joy. As you continue on this path, may you find not only success, but a deep sense of peace, knowing that you are living a life that is true to who you are and who you aspire to become.